Hello and welcome to Naivety Gaming. I'm your host Matt, and this is the 52nd week of Cheap Weekly Thrills. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. We've got a lot of great videos coming on up, like Cheap Weekly Thrills, a year in review, where I go through our top 10 favorite Cheap Weekly Thrills that we've picked over this past year. And that'll be coming out on October 5th, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And let's jump on into it. Cheap Weekly Thrills is where I browse Steam and find games that have been released in the past week for $5 or less. And this week is the week of September 25th, 2018. And for this week, I had to go back a little ways, but that doesn't mean that there haven't been other good games. It just means that my personal favorites back here, released on the 20th. It's called Shadowplay. Shadowplay is a puzzle game using lights, shadows, and physics engine. The developer and publisher is Han Jaehee, I want to say is the correct pronunciation. And just by looking around, it takes a very unique look on, even last week when we were going over a game that utilized, I think it was Thick Light 2. For this game here, as you know, as soon as you set up your lights, they actually become the ground and the space to which your little ball can actually travel or traverse through the area. And I find that really unique. So, this game is currently 84 cents. It's currently 15% off, and it will be off of the sale until Thursday the 27th, where it'll go back to its $1 price tag. And apparently you can get it on Google Play as well on a mobile app, or mobile phone is more or less what I meant. But for today, let's try out Shadowplay. Hello and welcome to Shadowplay. Bloom. Do we need Bloom or not? I'm not sure. Let's get rid of that for now, just in case. So let's try out the first series of levels. So welcome to Shadowplay. Left-click the mouse button to continue. Yes. The ball will roll over shadows. Press the spacebar to roll the ball. So of course the game we're trying to collect stars. Then I'm assuming what we'll do is to collect this guy here, is we'll angle the light so we can collect that guy. Grilling ball can be stopped, which is nice to know. Probably should have grabbed a slightly higher angle off of that one, but that's okay. And there we are. We're already on level 4, I want to say. The ball cannot enter the shadow. You cannot let the ball enter the shadow by moving the light source. I see. Okay. The sunflower. The light source on the arc always faces the center of the circle. So already we've got a different type of light source here. So I'm assuming what we'll do here is we'll just kind of move this guy to about here-ish. We'll pause this guy up. What if we try? Oh, I see. So in order to get down here, we'll have to play some trickery. I'm not sure how we're gonna go about that quite so soon today, but okay, because I remember seeing in the tutorial something about like reversed gravity in a couple of different places. There we go. That's what I needed. What you see is not everything. You can move and resize the screen with the mouse. Huh. This is very interesting. Shadow equals light plus object. Okay, so how do we want to go? Yeah, we'll want to go about here. Just gently roll on down to our second star, and we're already on like level 7. I do not know offhand right now. So I kind of want to do, yeah, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So maybe I'll play just a couple more levels because I don't want to spoil the entire game for you guys today. But so far so good. This game is pretty well designed. It's the, frame rate is pretty great. It very much so is, I'm gonna say great music. I love the fact that it changes between, the actual, what you want to call it. That'll change between whether you're moving the light and then you're just letting the ball do its thing. I also find this game utilizing some very cool mechanics that we don't normally see in these kind of puzzly platforming type games, where it's your light is the area that you can move and the shadow is the area that you cannot, which means that you can just move the play area as you will and as you wish. So I find that really, really interesting and very unique. There we go. No bugs, no issues so far. So I want to say this game is fairly well polished. So I'll move this guy here and maybe we'll play 1 or 2 more levels. I screwed up already. Wanna leave. Can we do that? It's gonna get caught again. Yeah, it did. Damn. Okay. What do we did? This for the moment. We'll pause this guy here and then we'll do this guy. There we go. This will be the last level for the day. But I believe this is going to be a similar solution to that level earlier that I spent probably way too much time on. We'll let this guy roll on into about here. Flip it around to about here. And we're good to go. There we go. So that was Shadow Play by Han Jaehee. I want to say his correct pronunciation. If you enjoyed this episode of Cheap Weekly Thrills, make sure to like and subscribe. We could always use some more subscribers around here. And make sure to stay tuned for, again, Cheap Weekly Thrills, a year in review. Again, that'll be coming out on October 5th. That'll be our Friday video of, I want to say, next week. So again, stay tuned. If you are an indie developer who is releasing a game in the next couple of weeks, make sure to send me an email at matt@theextraneouszone.com. I'd love to be able to review your game, feature it on this channel, and get it some great exposure. So again, send me an email at matt@theextraneouszone.com. This was the 52nd week of Cheap Weekly Thrills, and I can't wait for you guys to check out the 53rd week next week on Naivety Gaming. Until then, take care. I'll see you guys later. So, bye-bye.